What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Trent here. In today's video, I want to give you guys a movie review of From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. Before I begin this video, make sure to like this video. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more movie reviews just like this one. And with that, let's get started. This movie was directed by Len Wiseman, who's best known for doing the Underworld movies. I've been enjoying the John Wick movies since they first came out. I have the box set of all four John Wick movies in here. So yeah, I'm a big fan. So I was really excited to see what they had in store for us with this movie. This movie follows Ana de Armas, who plays Eve, as she seeks revenge for her father's death. So the story is pretty simple for the most part, and the motivation is rather cliche, but this movie still executes it very well. Personally, I really enjoyed this movie because it showed us a different side of the John Wick world. In this movie, we see Ana de Armas's character Eve training, learning how to be an assassin. There's training montages. You see all the work that she puts in, all the time she spends on honing her craft and honing all her different skills. You get to learn about her. You grow up with her. In fact, we even get to see her go on her first mission and see how that goes. And then we follow her as time goes on. And as the plot develops, we get to see her become more and more proficient at what she does, which I think is very fascinating. She is super electric in this movie. She's charismatic. She brings that grittiness, that violence that the John Wick movies are known for. I don't know if it's the same stunt team as the John Wick movies, but it really feels like it because the action set pieces are long, creative, uncut, dynamic, well shot, well lit, gritty, violent. It's an action movie. So some of these action set pieces are so well done. We got wide shots where there's barely any cutting, where we see all the action going down. We see hand-to-hand combat. We see gun combat. We see prop weaponry, like very creative use of the environment to in order to neutralize her opponents. The whole story is just building and building and building until the climax, where that last like 45 minutes of this movie is this huge scale, like waves of bad guys that she has to take out one by one. Going into this movie, my one worry was how they were going to use John Wick. And I'm happy to say he's in this movie for a pretty good amount of time. He comes in the third act, and his screen time isn't just like a 30-second little like cameo. It's not just like him talking to her. He gets to do stuff. Like he's dropping bodies in this movie too, which was really cool to see. I just loved seeing Keanu get to work. The action sequences they did with him were really cool and really well done, of course. This is your spoiler warning. I'm gonna get into some spoilers right here. Okay, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, go down to the chapters below, skip ahead. My only thing about this movie that I did not like, or I didn't really understand why it was in the movie, I was everything that last second reveal that Eve had a sister who was part of the group that she was hunting down, because they introduce her and then nothing really much happens after that. They just kind of like gloss over it. They just move past it very quickly. I thought that was kind of weird. It felt like they were trying to do something for like an emotional impact of sorts. They move past it so quickly, and it doesn't really like she doesn't need extra motivation. She's already trying to avenge her dad. Like now she has to avenge her sister as well. Like it kind of fell flat to me. I thought maybe it could have been an interesting idea, but it just fell a little bit short for me. That was literally the only thing I had I did not like about this movie. The best scene in this movie was when they brought out the flamethrowers. They were literally having like duck and cover gunfights with flamethrowers. It was incredible. I was floored the whole time. Like I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like I don't know how they were filming some of this stuff. Like all the preparation you have to do to film some of this stuff safely. It looks like it was practical. Like they were actually throwing flame at each other. Um, there's a scene where the two flamethrowers like cross and do a little twirl, and then it lights up the whole like cavern they're in. That was so cool. She goes to the gun shop, and the gun shop gets raided, and the only stuff that she had access to were a bunch of grenades, and she's just fighting with grenades. I thought that was super cool. It kind of reminds me of like how Jackie Chan likes to make his movies. Like, how does the character get out of a situation with what they have access to? She only had a bandolier of grenades, so she was like shoving them into people's mouths, like doing crazy like nunchuck stuff with like the belt and stuff like that. I thought was really cool. She was killing people with ice skates. She was duct taping a knife to the bottom of a gun and like stabbing people, turning it, and then shooting the gun. I thought all that was really cool. They really did such an amazing job with action in this movie. I feel like when they put this movie out, they're kind of feeling and testing to see if Ana de Armas can carry this thing by herself without having to bring in Keanu to like kind of pull more people in and increase box office numbers. She can definitely do it by herself. They definitely end this movie on a note where they leave the door open for sequels. I feel like the studios and the creative team behind it can look at this movie, see what worked, see what didn't work, and just like turn everything up. On Letterboxd, I rated this movie a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's a near perfect movie. It's only dragged down a little bit because of the story and some of the emotional beats that they were trying to hit didn't quite hit for me. But everything else about this movie, the cast, the characters from Ana de Armas to Keanu, the action was very good. Of course, it was very good. Top to bottom, very enjoyable film. Super excited to one day see the sequel. Well, that brings me to the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my movie review of Ballerina. Let me know down in the comments below, what did you guys think of the movie? But that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have yourselves a day.